Hello, this is Arsalan from Kuv. Today we have our new shifter plate. We've tried this on different VB chassis to make sure the fitment is up to our standards. Now we're planning to bring different color options, so let me know in the comments what color should we bring. Now let me show you how to install it on your car. First, remove the shift knob. Now you want to pull the center console out from here. Okay. Now we're gonna use the provided pin and a hammer. First, you want to put it in 4th gear, and then put this pin on top of the other one. And then you want to hammer from this side. Now we put the shift knob here, so when you're hammering, the shifter linkage won't get damaged. When the pin is starting to stick out, put a little bit of tape on top of it so it won't fall down. Okay, that's out. There we go. You're gonna be needing this pin to install the other shifter. To install the new reverse lock, you want the longer side to face towards the passenger and the shorter side to face towards the driver. Now we want to reuse the OEM pin. First, hold down the spring and then place it in the hole. And when you're hammering down, make sure you keep the spring down on the back side so it comes out on top of it. Now it should look something like this. Now let me show you how to install the shifter plate on the center console. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to lay this here to avoid any scratches on the shifter plate. We're gonna turn this around and you're gonna have a screwdriver. There are 4 screws on the side of the center console piece. Just gonna remove those. Now, you know, it's funny, I'm removing the shifter boot because I just installed it back to show you how to remove it. It's been around 2 years I don't have the shifter boot on my car. I just have the shifter plate. But of course, it has had some changes over the past few years. All right, so now we have this removed. So now removing this silver part, pull against the side, and just like that, it should come off fairly easily. Just gonna remove this out of its place. Good thing I had the shifter boot. I didn't throw it away for you to show you how to do this. All right, so now I'm gonna throw it away. Now we have the shifter plate, which you're gonna receive like this. You're gonna have 2 screws, or you can call them bolts, already bolt in. First of all, we're gonna put this back on. Just put it in. Now you don't have to put the screws back in, so I'm just gonna keep them here for now. I'm gonna show you how to put the shifter plate. You're gonna have your provided nuts and bolts. We're gonna first put the bolts inside the holes. Just make sure when you're putting the bolts inside the holes, you don't scratch the other side of it. Now you have 4 of these T-shaped nuts. So you want the shorter ones on these 2 screws. So we're just gonna put this on for now. Now you should also have 2 spacers. So you're gonna put those on these 2 middle bolts. There we go. And at the end, you're just gonna install the long T-shaped nuts on these 2 sides. Now we're gonna use the provided hex key to tie them further. You're gonna use a plier to hold this part very tightly, like that, and then tie it with the provided hex key, as tight as you can. You can use it this side, as tight as you can, and that should keep it in place for a long time. And then you do the same thing on the other 3 T-nuts. There we go. All right. That's it. That's how you install the shifter plate. First, reinstall your shift knob. Now we install the shifter plate. Okay, now this is the best part of the video. That's how you install the Cube shifter plate.